In China, the 125 race has already been delayed by some half an hour. Torrential rainstorm, but it's Sette Gibernau on that pole position from Marco Melandri from Loris Capirossi. The Ducatis have gone well in qualifying, but can they go well in the wet? Sette Gibernau loves the wet conditions, and he's got the whole shot as he's charging into the tight right-hander that makes up turn one, and there's a Suzuki.
It's John Hopkins through from the second row, fourth place qualifying, he leads. John Hopkins leads a Grand Prix.
On the Suzuki, round they go. Now we've got to go through, out of there, and it is his two Suzukis leading. It's Hopkins from Roberts, from Sette Gibernau, from Valentino Rossi fourth, and that's Marco Melandri in fifth position, using Andrea Dovizioso's yellow crash helmet.
Obviously having problems. He had problems with his regular lid in Portugal, didn't he?
Down the back straight. Terrifying conditions for these 250 horsepower machines. Hard on the brakes. Valentino Rossi thinks about passing the Suzuki, and he does not quite do it.
That's a Yamaha in third as well. That's Tony Elias in third.
Tony Elias, what a rocket start. That's amazing. He was slowest in the wet conditions that we had here on Friday, and yet he's up to third now. My goodness me. There's Max Biaggi. He started nowhere. Biaggi from 14th on the grid.
He's making life difficult for himself this year, isn't he? Oh dear, there's Elias. He is the revelation. There's Melandri coming through past Hopkins. Biaggi's still making progress.
It's Gibernau. Gibernau's coming through. Gibernau's through, so he's finally got into his rhythm in these wet conditions.
I was looking for the wrong crash helmet again. Here's the leader, Kenny Roberts, the world champion at 2000. How long since we've seen him lead a Grand Prix? What, Brazil, a year ago at least?
Now then, there's John Hopkins, 21, and he's got Olivier Jacques behind him, and another replacement rider behind him, another maestro in the wet, Jürgen van der Gerber.
Yes, on the Konica Minolta Honda, van der Gerber. Now Rossi has a big twitch there. He's chasing, he's having to work hard to chase the Suzuki.
So then, the Suzuki leads the Grand Prix, but he goes wide, and Rossi goes through. So has Roberts just led him through? Has he just decided that he wants to have a look and see what Valentino Rossi can do? They are well ahead of the rest. These two are in their own little Grand Prix.
Oh, no, they're not. It stopped on him. Oh.
Terrible luck for Kenny Jr. leading the Grand Prix, and somebody's going, and there is Carlos Checa crashing out of the Grand Prix. The fastest man on his back going up pit lane.
That's got to be a record.
Got to be a record, but Checa out of the Grand Prix, and here's Tony Elias coming into the pits for a ride-through penalty. He started from the wrong position on the grid. What a shame! What a shame!
Third place he was running in when they called him in. Not even a jump start. That's Olivier Jacques on the back of Max Biaggi.
So Olivier Jacques was third. He's now gone back to fourth because Max Biaggi has passed him. There's Gibernau going through the shot in second. And now Jacques goes into third position.
Hello, Bridgestone wet tyres.
Well. And there's another super wet rider. That's Jürgen van der Gerber crossing the line in fifth.
Well, that's embarrassing a few regulars, isn't it? I'll tell you what, Olivier's going to embarrass Gibernau as well by the look of it.
Gibernau doesn't look as smooth on that motorcycle as Olivier Jacques does. Olivier Jacques in the white waterproof there, but no stopping Valentino Rossi. His lead is about that much. Surely he's going to win this Grand Prix. Sette Gibernau needs to work hard here. This is a bit embarrassing for Gibernau.
It's embarrassing for a lot of people, I think, Toby, as Rossi, who's never won a wet race on the M1, continues to lead handily. He's through. OJ is through to second. Look at the gap already.
So then, Olivier Jacques charging through the order, going past, and there is Rossi's pit crew with a homemade OJ sign. They didn't expect him to be up there.
White gaffer tape on the pit wall. That's Works Teams for you. Here is the man himself. He is flying. He's taking risks. Gibernau pushed back to third. Definitely not comfortable, Toby. You're right. Melandri versus Biaggi.
This is the battle for fourth position between the Works Honda and the privateer Melandri Honda, and Melandri goes through. But here's the Works Kawasaki. It hasn't got the grunt, but it's got the tyres. And it's got the rider.
Look at that, 0.7. 0.7 out of him. The team refusing to get excited. He's still pushing. Olivier is charging. He thinks he can win it.
Well, Valentino Rossi is under pressure here, as you said a moment ago. He's never won in the full wet conditions before, and here is Sette Gibernau shaking his head. There must be a problem. Sette Gibernau shaking his head as he comes past the pits, but Rossi and Jacques, last lap. What's the gap? It was 2.4, it's now 2.55.
He's responded, Toby.
That's too much for Olivier Jacques. We can live in hope. Well, without being anti-Rossi, that Olivier Jacques can win this.
This is, if he gets to the flag, it's Kawasaki's best ever Grand Prix result.
This is the battle between the two teammates for third position. Third position going to Marco Melandri. That is not in the moving car
It
script.
gets worse and worse for Seti Gibernau.
Into the last corner though, Valentino Rossi is going to cross the line and win the very first Chinese Grand Prix, but the news of the day is that Olivier Jacques is back in second position.
Best ever Moto Grand Prix result for Kawasaki, and Melandri lost them again. Third place. Well done, mate. I didn't expect to see you.
And Seti Gibernau crossing the line in fourth position and stopping immediately, parking the Honda V5 immediately against the barriers and looking at the back. But it's celebration time down there in Parc Fermé with Kawasaki on the podium for the first time in 2005.